Okay. Um, yeah. I think it's important for me to mention I don't have a script. Yeah, I know. Um, First of all, I don't really like following scripts because I just feels too strict. And second, well, I have bad memory. I can't really remember scripts. But anyways, if I cut out parts of the video, it's because I keep stuttering or I don't know what to say, and I just sit there staring at my screen blankly for like a few minutes straight. Um, so I apologize for that. But anyways, so let me just lay down. I'm going to be teaching you how to animate. Um, Something I've wanted to do on and off for a while, but only just thought of doing it now because, well, my girlfriend, I wanted to try teaching her how to animate, and she said it would be easier if I were to, say, record, so that way she could keep playing it back and learn. I'll link her channel down below. Hopefully I don't forget. But yeah, so this is for you. Um, yeah, let's get started. I have a list in my notes app, trying to start from like easier things and then like move on to like more general, like advanced things. Maybe one day we'll like learn 3D and like how to animate smoke and all that stuff. One day, I don't know. But for now, let's just stick to the easy parts. We can start with the most basic thing, I guess. Um, so here we have the stick figure, the default. It has been there since, well, probably the beginning, I think. Anyways, yeah, so hi. Anyways, today's episode is gonna be about easing. We, two ways to figure out a circle, so let's just work with the little stick figure that we're given. Um, yeah, let's just, uh, let's just pretend we're not gonna animate walking yet. That's probably gonna be a later tutorial. So he's just gonna be kind of like floating around. So, yeah, let's just make that happen. Alright, so, yeah, the, stick figure is flying around now. Um, but as you can realize, well, I was gonna say one problem, there's a lot of things wrong with it, but the one problem I want to mention right now, there's no easing. One of the most important things in animation, which is why nobody shuts up about it. Everyone's like, oh, add easing, because easing is like the only way for people to really know how to critique each other. Um, it's just, it has no easing. When it stops and moves in a different direction, it doesn't ease into it. It just almost looks like it bounces off something. And at the very end, I should have made it more clear, he just kind of stops. Doesn't slow down, just immediately stops. Actually, just, there we go. Yeah, he just immediately stops. Now, the entire thing about easing is momentum and like weight, gravity, a lot of complex stuff with physics. But it's a simple everyday thing, like a car slowing down to stop at a red light. It doesn't just like immediately like stop. If something's extremely light like extremely light, like a feather, then yeah, it could stop dead in its tracks with, not much force stopping it. But if you're animating like a person or like a heavy object or any object with like any amount of weight, more than like a feather, you want to add slowing, you want to add momentum, the change of momentum. And while I could also make a whole new animation where I animate this guy easing, I could also just take a shortcut and add more frames. Here we can add some frames of him speeding up. That goes in the spacing. The spacing is, well, it's an easing kind of movement. Ease, I think, was it ease in? Or ease out? I don't know, I get ease in and ease out mixed up. So don't ever ask me for help about that. But as you can see at the beginning, he starts speeding up. So here, he immediately changes. So we're going to want to add a frame here to kind of slow him down a bit. And then another one when he goes speeding up again. So you can immediately notice the difference. Okay, I know a lot of people are going to complain about it, because this is a tutorial, so a lot of newer animators are going to be watching and they'll be like, why don't you have tweening on? So here's tweening for you people, if that somehow helps. Of course, it's not done, but whatever, I don't have to do the rest of it, you get the point. There's other problems with this that we're going to cover later on, like for example, arcs. Arcs would be really important in a kind of movement like this, but we'll cover that in a later video. For now, I'll just focus on probably the easiest thing, pun not intended. Oh, fuck. You get the point, you get the point. But yeah, that's basically it. I'm not gonna try to make my videos too like long and like add like a bunch of like 50 different examples. I just like to get the point across in a simple, easy way. Like you saw me adding frames, like increasing the spacing between each frame to like speed it up and like decreasing the spacing between each frame to like slow it down. Hopefully it's in a really easy and simple way. But yeah, I will see you in the next video. Wow, that was really simple and easy to record. Yeah, I will link my girlfriend's channel down below. And I will see you guys in the next video, which is probably going to be anticipation, because that's the second most common critique in the Stick Notes community, because everyone's like, ease in anticipation, ease in anticipation. You get the fucking point. Bye.